O Satan, you see by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
TRANSPARENCY. Commentary of Vision Press Production News Media. There is much more we would like to say about this, but it is difficult to explain, especially since you are spiritually dull and don't seem to listen. Why would the author of Hebrews express the condescending words above? Is it possible that a specific community of people would be mentally inadequate to comprehend concepts of decisions? Before someone uses the argument of context, your writer is relying on the theory of purposivism, a legal term. The writer of Hebrews was a legal agent, a word crafter, and led by wisdom from his education and instruction. Most of all, he was led by a higher power than his own. The underlying intent was for the betterment of the hearer. On December 6, 2024 at 2 p.m., the Honorable Court of Common Pleas of Clearfield County, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, ruled on a petition granting specific powers to a receiver who has the exclusive lawful right to do his fiduciary work for the taxpayers and citizens of Coalport Borough. This exclusive right should be transparency, for the good of the borough, financial stability of the borough. Why did the receiver deny a public advertisement of the petition before the Honorable Court? Was the public given notice of a public hearing in the Honorable Court? Were the citizens, electorate, and taxpayers advised of a secret meeting with the Beccaria Township supervisors? Is the borough local government going to be dissolved and merged into the Beccaria Township? Will the electorate be denied the lawful right of advise and consent rights in the matter of dissolution? Why is the pseudo-secretary continuing to hold a role when she was unable to create bookkeeping for 3 years at an annual salary position rate of $14,000 per year? Why does the receiver need any of the councillors who failed to manage a borough local government for a year of time? The pseudo-secretary went to the Beccaria Township Supervisors meeting to request the township to take over the borough. Why would the receiver maintain the pseudo-secretary, a resident of Beccaria Township, who is trying to force the borough into the township, as if she is a betrayer, backstabber? An eyewitness expressed the former president does not go to the borough building at 961 Forest Street Community Building, owned by the Glendale School District by reverting clause as the councillor did in the past prior to the order of court. Why has the receiver, who has the power, not closed the building? Is the lease, by the borough and a leasee, now concluded or expired who hold a portion of the 961 Forest Street building? Has the receiver renegotiated a new contract, that is within his powers? These are a few of the interrogatives that the public is serving to VPPNM. According to the petition, there is no elected or appointed mayor of Coalport Borough. Thirdly, the borough is effectively defunct. Appears the receiver has the lawful right to maintain the day-to-day functions of the borough, wherein the receiver can issue legal documents such as building permits. According to established sources, when a court appoints a municipal receiver, the receiver's primary responsibilities include taking possession. The receiver takes legal control of the property or assets in question. Asset management. The receiver manages and preserves the assets to maintain or enhance their value. This can involve collecting rents, running a business, or performing necessary maintenance. Accounting and reporting. The receiver maintains detailed records and submits regular reports to the court and relevant parties to ensure transparency in asset management. Sales and distributions. In some cases, the receiver may be authorized to sell assets and distribute proceeds to creditors or parties entitled to the assets. Protecting interests. The receiver acts as a fiduciary, representing and protecting the interests of all parties involved in the legal dispute. The receiver's role is to ensure that the assets are managed properly and that the interests of all parties are safeguarded during the legal proceedings. According to a reliable source, a receiver cannot dissolve a borough into another municipality by a singular exclusive action. The electorate continues to retain their lawful rights of the governing body. A receiver is a preserver of the borough, a fiduciary of the court, subject to personal liability claims, an arm of the honorable court, who receiver directly responds, bound by the Commonwealth of Borough Code, 8ps.c.s, elected official maintain their roles, is not a third councillor, and, granted a specific task of making the borough better than he received it by accountability directly to the honorable court, in knowledge and belief of VPPNM. Vision Press Production News Media has no direct evidence of transparency from the newly appointed receiver. The Coalport Borough receiver has denied a video interview and has refused to respond to questions. The mission of VPPNM is that the citizens and taxpayers should know. The Governor's Action Agent, or alternatively known as the Local Government Specialist, was served a question. She denied answers to specific interrogatories. On January 6, 2024, at 9 a.m., VPPNM secured docket number 2024-1406 CD with certified copies of the document entitled, Emergency Petition for Special Relief, Appointment of Members of the Borough Council or Appointment of a Receiver. Additionally, receiving copies of the Clearfield County Common Pleas Court Order, dated December 6, 2024, et al. Additionally, ORDER, filed December 6, 2024 with specific instructions, I-8, documents from the Office of the Protonotary, Clearfield County, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, wherein specific instructions were set forth for the receiver to legally address. All documents were presented by the Office of Clearfield County Protonotary's Office, by certification, which are public accessible records. You have the lawful right to know, and VPPNM thanks you for the privilege to serve you. Commentary respectfully submitted. Vision Press Production News Media.